Hi, my name is Steve Robbins. I am Product Director for GUISys Corporation. Yes, pronounced GUISys. What I hope to do today is show you how to navigate our GUISys test apps from DSO through Ethernet testing. To test 10, 100, 1000 copper and fiber Ethernet, simply press the GIGI application. The test set will power up and the elapsed time in the upper right will be frozen, waiting for you to hit Start Test. This is a dual port, so we have port A and port B. We support copper and fiber. Now for this training video, I looped port A to B, and then B is actually in loop back. So A is connected to B and B is loop back, so packets from B will go back to A. I had that for both copper and fiber. So you can see I have copper signal on A, copper signal on B. I got fiber power of 6.5 dB, 6.4, and on B I got negative 2.4 dB. I am link active because I have A connected to B. And then with our GUI, just reading left to right, I'm looking at port A side. He's configured for copper. I can change him to fiber. I'll leave him at copper. He's 100 megabits. I can change him to 10 megabits, 100, 1 gigabits, or 10 gig. I'll leave him at 100. He's auto negotiation on by the green bar. Full duplex, flow control, and the source MAC address I could change. And that pretty much is the configuration for A side. I can do the same for B by just hitting B. He's already configured for copper, 10, but I could configure him for fiber, different speed, whatever I would like to do. I'll go back to my A side. From here, we recommend before doing an RFC 2544 test is you do a quick test. What this quick test is either a single frame size or random frame sizes such as 64 up to jumbo, and the duration and then the loading. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the frame size to 512. He is fixed. I'm going to change the duration just to 3 seconds for this demo. And I'll keep the loading at 100%. So I hit Start Test. It'll tell us going through the 100%, and I can look at results. So this results tells me that I have basically test duration of 3 seconds, latency of 26.364 microseconds. I don't have jitter yet because I need to have more tests in order to calculate the jitter, but I have frames sent, frames received, valid, errors, and then I can look at frame throughput, 96.24, and more importantly the total throughput, which is frame throughput plus overhead, which is 100 megabits, and that's the speed I'm at. I can change the frame size. I'll change the duration to 2 seconds, hit Start Test, and away we go. We'll look at results. So it was a 2-second test, throughput 100 meg. I can go look at my other first result, which was a 3-second. I can go back, look at my 2-second, and this is pretty much the important information, but if you want to look at all other statistics, there is a whole bunch just by using your finger. Notice the bar there to the right kind of tells you where you're at. I can do that for any results. That's the quick test. Once that's good, you like the results there, which tells you you have packets coming back to you. You can go ahead and set up for an RFC 2544 test. Now these tests are typically run in a loopback, although you can do a straightaway, but in a loopback fashion as I have right now, where I have port A going to B, B is in loopback, putting its packets back to A. It's as simple as you select the type of test. So I'm going to do a throughput and frame loss. I'm going to do latency, and you know, I'll also do a back-to-back. Going left to right with the test set, you want to select your frame size. So throughput frame size, I'll do 64, I'll do 256, and I'll do a 518. Notice I slid my finger. So you get more frame sizes. Latency, I'll select 128 and 1280, and then back to back, I'll just do a 768. Then you select your number of trials for each. This is the number of times you're going to do this test at the particular frame size. So here I'll just say 4 trials. Latency, I'll do 9 trials. Back to back, I'll just leave it 1. Moving to the right, duration, I'll just do it for 1 second. Latency, I'll do it for 308 seconds. And back to back, I'll do it for 25 seconds. Again, moving to the right, then you have your max, your percent load starting at max. So it'll start at 100 and go down to 40 in steps of 10. If I wanted to start at, say, 92%, I hit that, so now it would start at 92% load and go down to 40 in steps of 10. Now, if we were taking errors at 92%, the test set will decrement to 82%. If we're not taking any errors or any packets, errors of any kind, we will stop, report those results at 82%. There's no need to decrement to 72 or 62% if we're not taking any errors at 82%. I can change the step size if I want. Instead of 10%, now it'll just go 1. So it'll actually start at 92, then go to 91, 90, so on and so on. From here, we got the big start test, so you just hit start test. Now, RFC is a fairly lengthy test, so I'm not going to go ahead and press the start test, but if I did, it would, the start test would go, and then as you saw with the quick test, it'll tell you the amount of time left in the test, how long it's going to take, where it's at. In other words, it's testing throughput and frame loss, or it's testing latency, and this is the number of trials it's on. So you get a good idea of roughly how long it's going to take and where it's at in the test. Once done, from there you can view results. Hit the view results. It's going to look just like this here, where you have your various statistics and you know, duration, your error, your throughput. And if you like that information and you want to store that information into a PDF where you can print it out, or if you want to view our graphs, we have a number of graphs on throughput, frame loss, nice little color graphs you can view on the test set. Or if you want to print to a PDF, simple as store results. From there, all you do is connect via on the go of the tablet itself, OTG, small little connector on the side panel, and connect to your PC, download the PDF, takes all but a second or two. So now you have the PDF from the tablet into your PC, and then from there obviously you can view or email or do whatever you would like to do with that PDF. So what we've done, as I mentioned previous, is we try to get 95 to 98% of what a technician needs to do right there on the screen. So you know, there's your copper fiber, your speeds, your negotiation, your frame sizes, all right there on one screen, and you can pop in and out from port A to port B, see what's going on with that port. If I want, I could change B to 1 gig, go back to A, change him to 1 gig, run that test as well. Or if I wanted, I could run a test here. I could exit out, hit the home or back key, go to my DS1, DS3 application, test there, come back. It's not going to affect anything I'm doing on the GigE side. We did put a couple of configuration and a couple of results under the menu. So you press the menu. There you'll be able to view the SFP data. It'll tell you all kinds of information on the SFP as far as the manufacturer, the speed, the type of SFP, and you can check that for both port A and port B. I guess lastly, in regards to SFPs, the one thing you just need to pay attention when you're plugging in the SFP, make sure, because we do support dual 100 and 1 gig fiber and also dual 10 gig fiber. So just pay attention to what port you're plugging in, say a 1 gig. You're not going to hurt it, but just make sure that you're plugging into the right port. So if you're testing 1 gig, make sure you're plugging into 1 gig A or 1 gig B, or if you're testing 10 gig, obviously plug into the 10 gig side. So if you'd like any more information on our Ethernet or any of our other tests from DS0 all the way up to 10 gig, please contact your local representative or look us up at the web, GUISYS, GUISYS.com. Or if there's other Ethernet type tests you would like us to do, training video, how to, we can easily do that and email it to you. You can download it, view it in the tablet, just use your headset obviously, and we'd be glad to do that for you.